Reading, the easiest journey to find the wisdom of life with Anton Chekhov's About Love. Hello, do you feel that reading is difficult? Do you think books are only for intelligent people, and the dense letters seem to make absolutely no sense? Perhaps you might think that the stories in books are as irrelevant to your life as distant, foreign lands. But that's not the case. Books are deeply connected to our lives and serve as the closest mirror reflecting the emotions, thoughts, and truths about life that we have yet to recognize. Today, I'd like to talk with you about how reading, through Anton Chekhov's short story about love, is not something difficult or boring, but rather the easiest journey to enrich our lives and offer deep insight. About Love is a short yet powerful story written by Anton Chekhov, the celebrated Russian writer. Being a doctor as well, Chekhov was accustomed to deeply observing the human body and mind, and his works always sensitively portray the daily lives of ordinary people and the complex emotions hidden within them. This story doesn't present grand events or heroic characters. It begins simply with three men discussing love one summer day over a meal. One of the central characters, Alyohin, eventually shares the long-buried love story from his heart, which is the core of this story and the focal point we should pay attention to. 1. Into the story. Alyohin and Anna Alexievna's silent love. The protagonist Alyohin is an educated landowner who returns to his hometown after graduating from university and manages the estate left by his father. One day, he becomes close friends with the court official Luganovich and meets his wife, Anna Alexievna. Anna Alexievna is a beautiful and elegant woman, and from the very moment Alyohin sees her, he is deeply captivated. Anna also seems to feel a subtle affection for Alyohin. They are deeply drawn to each other but express no words about those feelings. Alyohin frequently visits the Luganovich household. And Anna, at home, feels lonely without him and misses him dearly. They confirm their deep love for each other through their glances, brief conversations, and silences. However, they don't confess their feelings or pursue an immoral relationship. Alyohin vows to himself, if I love her and she loves me, our relationship must remain honest and pure. He believes that his relationship with Anna, who already has a family, would ruin their lives and become something vulgar and unethical. Anna agrees with this view, holding back her emotions for her husband and children to avoid destroying her family. Years pass, and they remain silent about their feelings, choosing to simply enjoy each other's company and long for one another. Yet, within their hearts, love grows deeper, becoming painful. Alyohin worries about how much pain Anna must feel for him and how much of a burden he might be to her. He believes that choosing to do nothing is best for Anna's happiness and his own conscience. Ultimately, when the Luganovich family moves to another city, Alyohin and Anna's time together ends. As they part at the train station, Anna whispers to Alyohin in tears, "Don't go." Alyohin kisses her at last, finally acknowledging their mutual love, but it is already too late. The train departs, and Alyohin remains alone, regretting his foolishness and realizing too late that his love, rather than being vulgar or unnecessary, had truly meant everything in his life. Their love was beautiful and pure, yet ultimately became a love of inaction due to their fear of moral judgments and societal expectations. 2. The deep insights offered by this brief story. Implications. This short story may sound like an ordinary love story from our surroundings, but within it lies deep reflection on our lives. Regardless of our level of knowledge or education, we all face experiences of love, regret, and difficult choices. Chekhov's About Love delicately touches on these universal human emotions. Questioning the essence of love. Is love rational and moral? Alyohin realizes too late that love is not something vulgar or unnecessary, but rather something that can symbolize the entirety of our lives. We often consider love to be moral, ethical, and in line with social conventions. However, Chekhov shows through this story that love can transcend all these standards, becoming the most instinctive and pure emotion in humans. Alyohin and Anna's love had no physical relationship, yet was deeper and more sincere than any other love. They attempted to analyze and judge their feelings, but love could not be explained through rationality. Have you ever hesitated in your life, asking yourself, is this acceptable? Or is that acceptable? When confronted with pure emotions for someone? Have you ever suppressed your true feelings due to social norms or fear of others' opinions? This story encourages us to reflect on what the true value of love is and whether we confine it too much with various standards. B. The importance of regret and courage. The tragedy of doing nothing. The story of Eliohin and Anna is a tragedy not of unloved, but of not acting in love. They loved each other but lacked the courage to realize their love in reality. Afraid of criticism, they disliked complicated situations and perhaps were trapped within their self-imposed moral concepts. As a result, they lost each other and were left with lifelong regret. The same applies to our lives. We sometimes choose to do nothing due to fear of failure, fear of pain, or fear of others' opinions. While the saying "if you stay still, the middle will pass you by" can be comforting, at times, doing nothing can result in the greatest regret. Whether it's about pursuing new opportunities, speaking out in unjust situations, or expressing sincere feelings to friends, we often hesitate. This story reminds us to be brave in the present moment and remain true to our emotions and truths. It prompts us to ask, what must I do now to avoid regretting it later? C. The human in the case. Trapping ourselves within life's constraints. When connected with Chekhov's other famous short story, The Human in the Case, about love, shows how easily we trap ourselves within self-made cases, constraints. Eliohin became trapped in his belief that his love for Anna would cause chaos in his life and that it would be morally wrong. He tried to control his feelings and ultimately lost his true happiness. We often impose constraints on ourselves due to social expectations, past wounds, or vague fears about the future. Thoughts such as "I can't do it," "this doesn't fit me," or "others will think I'm strange" become solid cases that prevent us from moving forward into a broader world. This story gently urges us to have the courage to break free from these cases. It reminds us that a truly rich life comes not from outward success or material wealth, but from paying attention to our inner emotions and bravely facing them. D. The tragedy born from silence and misunderstanding. The absence of communication. Eliohin and Anna's love was a silent one. They never told each other "I love you" and never confirmed their feelings clearly. They only exchanged love through their glances, subtle actions, and long silences. That silence ultimately led to tragedy. They were unsure of each other's true feelings, and that uncertainty prevented them from taking action. In our daily lives, misunderstandings and regrets caused by silence are also common. Between family, among friends, or between romantic partners, we often skip over things, assuming they will understand this much, or swallow our thoughts, thinking it's no use talking about it. But sincerity often remains unexpressed. This story teaches us how important it is to communicate bravely in crucial moments and express our feelings honestly. 3. Reading now. It's Your Turn. About love is a short but deeply moving story. As you read, you will empathize with Eliohin and Anna's poignant love story and reflect on your own life through their regrets. Literary works often teach us more than our direct experiences. Through this story, we gain wisdom for our lives by indirectly experiencing others' lives and learning from their mistakes and successes. Even if you haven't been close to books until now, that's perfectly fine. This story can be your first step into discovering the joy of reading. It doesn't deal with complex ideas or difficult theories, but instead explores the universal emotion of love, which everyone can relate to. Reading is like glimpsing into the lives of all people and secretly borrowing their wisdom. I encourage you to experience firsthand how much questions and insights this short story can bring to your life. Wisdom and knowledge don't come solely from difficult words or complex theories. They arise from understanding life and deeply observing human emotions. The beginning of that journey lies within books. Through Anton Chekhov's About Love, start your reading journey now to enrich and give meaning to your life. This story will make you seriously reflect on the depth of love you've never considered and the courage needed to live without regret. In the end of that reflection, you will surely discover a stronger and wiser version of yourself. I sincerely hope this book becomes a small spark for your intellectual and emotional growth.